She is from Charleston, South Carolina. Over 34 years in the industry, has worked on films like Mississippi Dam, The Hunger Games, as well as Rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joyce Gilliard to the show. Oh
Hi.
my God, this is so special for me. I love you
Hi,
so
Mom.
much, and I'm
Aw.
so grateful to have you here on the show. You are such an inspiration to so many people. You are just basically one of the legends in the industry, and I just tip my hat off to you for
Aw.
all of the great things that you have done in this. I don't want to get too emotional, but already,
Oh, man.
already,
Thank you
I'm not gonna do
so
that. I'm not gonna do
much.
that. But
Oh,
let's talk about your journey, this amazing journey into the industry.
oh,
I
wow, you got me already emotional.
know.
I wasn't ready for that introduction, okay? So anyway, my journey started as a child, 5 years old, working in watching my grandmother in her beauty salon.
Oh
Because
wow.
my grandmother was a hairstylist.
Okay.
And so I grew up in her salon, and at 5 years old, I used to put my dolls in her salon and
Wow.
braid their hair. That's when I taught myself how to
Yes.
braid hair.
Yes.
And I've always wanted to be a hairstylist because of her.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Wow. That's so
and
amazing.
that's how I started,
Yeah.
pretty much, 5
Yeah.
years old. So doing hair was pretty much the only thing that
Yes.
I knew.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So how did you climb up in the ladder of the career ladder that you're on right now? Going to school and all of that stuff. And
You know, I always tell people everybody's path is always
that
different.
is so true.
You know, what might have happened and worked for somebody might not be the same for you.
Yes.
And as far as for me, you know, I had a child when I was 16
Yeah,
years
I did
old.
too. I think I was 15 when I had
Yeah.
mine. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
so-
understand.
Oh yeah, of course.
And so I went to beauty school, and I used to always dream about working in the movies and things like that, but those things weren't even touchable back then.
Yeah,
At least to me.
yeah, me too.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you even go from doing hair to being a salon, working
Wow.
in the TV
Yeah.
and film industry?
Yeah. It's like a distant dream.
Yeah, but it was always a dream of mine,
Yeah.
and I feel like God just put me in positions and put paths in front of me where I was able to walk down that path, and it led me from one thing to another.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how it was for me getting into the TV and film industry. The choices that I made helped to excel me to do something greater.
Yes. Oh my God. Talk about some of the films that you've worked on so far and some of the amazing experiences that you've had in industry, because I know I've had so many amazing experiences. And so, yeah, talk about that a little bit.
You know, I've had so many amazing experiences in the TV and film industry. I can't even choose one great
Right.
one.
Okay.
But I can say, one of my moments was when I was able to work out in Greece.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful experience for me, working out of the country in Greece on a film that was amazing from the beginning to the end.
Yes.
From the production team, from the producers, from the director.
Wow.
Every aspect.
That's very odd.
That's
unusual.
I know, that's why it was so special, because
Wow.
I've never really worked on a film where every aspect of the production was amazing.
That's amazing. Wow.
I know. So
how long were you there?
I was in Greece working for about 6 months.
That's a long time.
I know, 6 months.
Wow.
Let me tell you, and it was beautiful. And it was a more recent film that I worked on. And that experience just stands out from all the other ones, because it's not just the film itself, it's the whole aspect of it with the team, with the production, that made it special for me.
Yeah, it seems like when every aspect of the show is in unison and everybody is coming together as one, it's like unbelievable the magic that the show can make.
Yes.
So that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Are there any lessons that you learned along the way that we can actually tell our audience? You know, it's a lot of people that watch our show, and little girls watch our show too, and boys too. So I'm really excited about that as well. That they have dreams and aspirations of growing up and working in an industry like ours. Are there any lessons that you learned along the way? Just to tell them.
Sometimes when a door closes for you, it's for a reason. Don't get bent out of shape and be hard on yourself when that door closed, because I guarantee you it's a reason, and it's another door that's going to open.
And
that's what happened to me a lot.
Yes.
A lot of doors closed.
Yes.
Slammed in my face. Okay? Bam! And I was like, Lord, I don't know. This is what I really wanted. But sometimes what you want is not what God wants.
Oh, that's
you
so
feel
true.
Me?
That's so true.
It's like, because I wanted that, that's not the path that He wanted me to take.
Yes. Yes.
He shut that door to open up another door so I can walk down a different path.
Yes.
And that's what I did.
Oh my God. That is so true. I'm telling you, that is so true. I had to learn that the hard way.
Let me tell you, I did. And in certain decisions you make, those decisions are what helps.
Yes.
Because let me tell you how I really got started in the TV and film.
Mm-hmm.
I was working in New York as a salon consultant. Mm-hmm. I had salons that I used to be an educator with. I used to do coloring classes, haircut, sell products, all this stuff. And my territory was all of Manhattan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I had a salon, I'll never forget, because I was working in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I had a salon that called me and was like, Joyce, can you stop by the salon tonight? I want to order some products and schedule some color classes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at my clock, my watch at the time, and I was like, dang, it's going to be late for me getting home.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Dang, should I go? Should I not? And at that moment in my life, that was a decision where it was like this path or that path.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to stay in the city and go to the salon and call my family and say, hey, I'm going to be home late.
Yeah.
Went to the salon, and that's when the guy wasn't ready for me, and it was a Rolls Royce outside the salon. And so I'm out there, and the guy's sitting in the Rolls Royce, and so we just started talking.
Yeah.
And I said, I've never seen a Rolls Royce up close before. And that's what kind of made him laugh. And we talked, and he ended up being a driver for this Reverend Run.
Oh, wow. Yes.
And so he asked me if I had any cards, because back then we didn't have social media.
Wow.
We didn't have the internet like that.
Right.
He asked if I had any cards, and I said, yeah, and I did. And he said, because Reverend Run's wife, she didn't like her hair, and she was looking for a stylist. So long story short, I ended up going to their home and cutting her son's hair as a barber.
Yes.
I ended up doing their haircuts. Then they called me back, and then I ended up doing Angela and Vanessa. Then called me back, and then I ended up doing the mom's hair.
Wow.
And at that time, that's when they started their show, Run's House.
Oh, my God.
And that's when I got my break into the industry as a taste of what it was. Because that was the reality side.
Yes.
And from that point on, different decisions I made led me down the path as a stylist in TV and film.
That is just amazing how, and I tell people all the time, God is a chess player. He don't play checkers. He plays chess.
Yeah.
And just how all of the pieces kind of connected together to get you to the success that you are at right now. It's just absolutely amazing. It's just, it blows your mind. And like I was telling you about the doors, so many doors closed on me in my face. So many no's. So many no's. And I had to understand that those no's are going to lead you to the yes that is for you.
Yes.
And those no's are nothing but stepping stones.
Yes.
So whenever you see the no's, it's like taking you higher to the place where the yes is found. And just remember that, because your life is already predestined anyway.
Yes.
And God already has your life written down.
Yes.
And so you have to trust the process and trust the journey to get you to your destination. And your destination is success. Because God don't make nothing that's gonna fail. He always makes things that's gonna succeed. And even if you fall a couple of times, it's just a bump in the road. Just keep going. So,
and that is so true because, when after that whole experience, I ended up moving away and working on another TV series as a background, as an extra. I learned what set was about, and I started to inquire about the hair department and all of this stuff. And so what ended up happening is they used to hire me all the time as a background because my hair changed all the time. Yes. So it was like, oh, well, we can get like 10 different people out of her, so we're going to keep her working. Yes. And so after they started seeing me a lot more, I finally decided to talk to the producer. And I said, well, can you give me a chance as a hairstylist on the show? Yes. They hired me. Wow. As a hairstylist on the show. But I didn't know what the protocol was. Yes, so at that time, everybody in the union was mad at me because I'm working on this show as a hairstylist. And I ended up getting fired. Oh, wow. I ended up getting fired from that show. And I'll never forget it. And I was so devastated because I'm like, I wasn't trying to take nobody's job. I was just trying to get a chance to work in the industry. And the next thing that happened, no sooner as I got fired from that job, because I wasn't in the union yet, somebody gave my name. Somebody gave my name. Wow, somebody for another job as a department head for this movie. What? Now, I don't watch people department head, but I didn't know what that meant, what it was to do. But I was like, I'm taking this job. I know that's why you better take it. I know God got me. He got you. If he opened that door, say it. I was supposed to walk right through it. That's it. And guess what I did? I walked through that door. I ended up department heading that show. They didn't even know. I've never done it before. And that's one of my favorite shows. And me and the producers and the directors are friends as of today. Oh my God. And that was the Mississippi Dam. Oh my God. That is, and it just connects the dots. I just got chills with her saying that. The dots always connect. The dots always connect to each other. So Joyce, tell me about any other aspirations that you have beyond the industry. And of course doing hair is our first love, but we have other things that we do as well, and other talents and gifts and things like that. So tell us let us know if you have any other things that you aspire to do or that you're doing now. Well, I have many things that I aspire to do that I am doing now as well. One thing people don't know about me is I love to write. I'm a writer by heart. Wow. I love writing, and I like producing as well. I wrote 2 films, a short film. I've written a safety PSA. I produced them. Wow. Actually, 2 films. COVID Stories by Women of Color and Daddy's Home is 2 of my films that I've done. That's amazing. Written and produced, as well as I've written safety PSAs. I have a book of poetry. I've written a book. I'm an author. I gotta get that. Where's the book? Where's the book? Tell us where we can find the book, where we can buy it. So I have my book, my poetry book. I haven't published yet, but my other book is published, and you actually can buy it on Amazon. It's called The Little Book About Toxic Friends. How to recognize a toxic relationship. Oh wow! Yes. I'm looking that up right now. Yes, I would love to get it. I love writing. That's awesome. And producing, and I love being an educator. Yes. I have some classes coming up that I'll be teaching people who want to be in the TV film industry as well. Please tell us about your classes and everything so that I can, post it in a snippet on my social media so people can find out what's going on. Because y'all don't want to miss this, and I'm dead serious. So much knowledge coming from this vessel here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. Yeah, tell us where we can. The classes are being sponsored by South Carolina Film Office, as well as the ETV in South Carolina, and the Urban League of South Carolina. So this class is in actually the Carolinas right now, and I'll be having one in I'll be having a class coming soon in New York. Oh my God! So you on a tour? You basically doing a tour? Pretty much a tour. We're
Wow.
figuring it out right now, getting the logistics together, and that'll be in October as well.
Wow. So when you coming to Atlanta?
I know it's like all the other states kind of got me grabbing me right now, but I will be coming to Atlanta soon as well.
Excellent.
Because I keep getting questions about it, but I'm trying to get these other classes established as well too. So,
and tell us how we can follow you to get more information on the classes and everything.
So I have a network called South Carolina Hair and Makeup Network, which I have posted in the class. And of course, it's South Carolina because that's where I'm from. That's why I do a lot of things there, because I was the only union hairstylist in South Carolina for years. And so I just wanted to pour back into my state. So that's one reason why I'm constantly doing things in my home state.
Yes.
That's
so good.
I have the South Carolina Hair and Makeup Network. You can follow me at Gilliard Beauty on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have iSafe TV and Film, which is a nonprofit network that focuses on safety in the TV and film industry.
Yes, yes, yes. We're ready for these classes, okay? Atlanta is ready. So many people inbox about classes and all the time. And we need like great stewards like yourself to upgird us and keep us informed and educated in all of these amazing classes.
Thanks.
So much to learn.
And I will have some in Atlanta as soon as I get finished with the classes in New York and in South Carolina. There will be one in Atlanta.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you would like us to know about all of the magnificence of Joyce Gilliard?
Well, you know, I try to just stay true to myself.
Yes.
I really try to stay true to myself and help others.
Yes.
I want to help.
You help so many people.
You know.
You really do. And I'm just so grateful that you called me that day. She helped me get on one of the shows just recently that we just filmed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just so grateful because I was just sitting at the house like, Lord, I don't know what's going on. And I'll be doggone. She called me early in the morning. I answered that phone. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so thankful and grateful that she did, because you just never know, you know, like I said, you never know who's watching you. And like Joyce was saying, you never know who's watching you and you never know who's thinking about you.
Yes.
And so just always be grateful. But go ahead, Joyce.
Be grateful and give back.
Yeah.
You know, and share your knowledge with others and help others, because that's where the blessings are too. That's why I don't mind giving, and that's why I don't mind sharing. Because I know how hard it was for me to get into the industry.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Me too.
I didn't have anybody to pull me along.
Nope.
I kind of had to finagle and figure it out.
I had to finagle, ask, get no's. I mean, just a whole bunch of squirming to do to get in here, you know.
So one of the things I do often is just help others.
Yes, it's very important.
And that's what I want you to do. When you get to that point in your industry where you can bring someone along, help somebody get in, because that's where your blessings come from.
Yes.
Helping and sharing with others.
And that's the golden nugget right there. I mean, that's really the secret. It's really the secret to success, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I don't know any other secrets, but being thankful, being grateful, and helping others. That's it. Any encouraging words before we say goodbye? This has been so inspirational for me, and I know it has for the audience. I know it has. So
what I want to say is stay encouraged.
Yes.
Whenever a door closes, don't fret. Don't worry. Just know that God is in control, and it's the reason why that door closed, because it may be another door that you need to walk right in.
Yes.
Always have faith, believe in yourself, and always keep God first. Because God is the answer. God is going to lead you and guide you and help you get through those hard times, especially when you're trying to, establish yourself and be someone in this career and, in the industry.
Yes.
And just practice your craft and just keep practicing. And just know that somebody's watching you.
Yes.
Somebody
I
is
say
watching
that all the time.
you. Somebody is watching you, okay?
Yes, they are.
And just be who you are. Be true to yourself and do what you are able to do and do what you know to do. And just trust and believe, because God is going to lead the way.
Yes! Oh my God! Thank you so much, Joyce, for coming on the show. We definitely want to have you back.
Yes, you.
And God bless you in everything that you do, in your upcoming endeavors, whatever you do in the future. God's hands be upon you and everything that you do. And I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
See y'all next time.
Thank you.